Hello there, and welcome back to another Thunder's Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jag Thunder, and this is Minecraft. And what's up, guys, and welcome back to another BIB City episode. So we're staring down where Gate 4 used to be. Yeah, I took Gate 4 out. Well, I've got this dropped into the 10K map finally, the whole city. And it didn't line up quite where my roads were in the naval base. So I moved everything down, and this road here is going to run straight into the shipping docks, the shipping dock area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this entrance, or this road rather, is going to be one of the main entrances into the shipping area. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but it runs straight into it out there. But anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. Last time we talked in this episode, or this... or around this area rather, we had talked about the KFC, the Pizza Hut, and the storage building, the storage facility, public storage. This is where we were last time. We left off with the public storage, and as you see in the title, I have a car dealership. So that's where we're going to head now. We're going to head on down the road past the storage facility here, and I'm going to show you my car dealership. Now, those on Facebook have already seen a little sneak preview of this. Like usual, I try to get some sneak previews over on Facebook for you guys, and this is it. Yes, it is a Subaru dealership. Now, somebody over there had asked me where was the Ford dealership. It could be anything, guys. Most dealerships are pretty much the same. The only thing that's different are the cars and the lot, and of course the main sign out front. Now, I know that is not a Subaru emblem. Again, lacking the blue. I wish we had the quartz in blue. That would turn out perfect. But because we don't, I had to do it in white with a blue background. So hopefully someday further down the road, I can go ahead and switch that out when and if we ever get the necessary blocks that we need to make some really, really good stuff in Minecraft. But in the meantime, this is what we have to deal with. But anyways, that is my main Subaru sign. I've got some really nice landscaping around the outside here. Again, I'm pulling the ground up in certain areas just so I can get a little more depth to the area instead of everything looking so flat, especially around the outside edges of the city. So like down this side here will definitely be built up. Of course, everything in the middle probably be flat, or for now anyways. So Subaru dealership. So is what I did. I had to have some Subaru cars. Now, you guys that follow me pretty closely know that I got myself a 15 WRX in the fall, and that's kind of why I've got a Subaru dealership. So, but anyways, what I did is I built me some WRXs and actually some Subaru vehicles. Again, best we can do with Minecraft. I took my car tutorial designs and tweaked them around and moved them a little bit. And I come up with 5 different colors for several different variations of Subaru vehicles. Subaru vehicles are actually pretty easy because they almost all look the same. and I'll show you that here in just a second. But anyways, this here is going to be my WRX STI. And it's in black, so it's really hard to see right now. But I'm using my nether brick in this texture pack. Kept it really low to the ground because it is a sports car, and I put a wing on the back. And we see it better here in the white. Gave it some tinted glass, so it has some tinted windows. And, of course, the hood scoop on the front right there. So that is my STI, and I gave it a little moonroof. And then I used the brick and gave it kind of a reddish color. And then we moved down to right there. The WRX is basically the same car. I just ripped the wing off the back. So, again, really, really easy to make those. Set those up all the way down through here, and then I changed it one more time to the Impreza. The new Impreza this year looks very similar almost to the WRX, or the at least using these blocks, it's going to be almost the same thing. The only difference that I did between the two, and I got to remember what I did. Oh, I took the hood scoop off. That's what it was. So the WRX and the STI have the hood scoop on it, and then the Impreza, I took the hood scoop off. So there it is. I made 3 Subaru vehicles out of the same design. So pretty cool. The only one that is different is the BRZ, and that is my BRZ. Again, kind of sporty. A little bit longer wheelbase than what I really wanted. I will probably shorten that back up to 2 blocks in between here instead of 3. Because it is a little bit too long. But anyways, that is the BRZ. Again, another really easy design. And then we come around the back here, and we have the Forester and the Outback. And again, very similar body styles. Those are the SUVs. So the only thing difference is this has stairs across the front. This has stairs and then a block in the middle. And then this one has the rounded back with the steps on the side. So this is the, what is this, the Outback? Yeah, this is the Outback. It has a little more rounded back. And then the Forester has the square back. So there again, I made two really easy vehicles out of pretty much the same vehicle. And then I've got an overflow lot back here. My buddy Matt has a 14 WRX hatchback. So I tried to make one of those for him, and this is what I came up with. Basically, it's my WRX. I dropped the hood down a little bit so I could, I don't know, just make it look a little bit different. And let's see, I put stairs in the front, and then I rounded off the back. So I thought that turned out pretty cool. I hope he likes that. And then there was another design that they've got, and it's called the Baja. And I think that's a spin-off of the old retro Subaru Brat. It's like a little pickup truck. So that's what I come up with that design. I think that turned out pretty good too. And then I had a couple of, let's see what else it had. Another Outback. And then we have the Legacy. Now the Legacy is their kind of sedan family car, I guess. So anyways, kept that a little bit lower to the ground. Flatten the front out. And then rounded the back off. So it's got a little mixture of the Outback. It's got a little mixture of the old WRX STI. And yeah. So anyways, got several vehicles, and they all look like Subarus. I think they turned out really, really awesome. So enough about the cars. Let's go look at the dealership. So this is the outside, of course, and got some really nice landscaping out here. And now I told you guys, and I'm going to contradict myself here a little bit. I told you in the last episode, don't label your buildings. Don't put letters on your buildings. To an extent. I do believe I said, if it's a really, really small building, don't label it. Your bigger buildings would be okay. This actually turned out pretty good on this one here, so I left it. There's a site on PMC. There's a guy who does 4-block lettering. I've kind of figured it out myself anyways, using quartz blocks so that I can get 3 high or even as much as 4 high. Wouldn't go much more than 4 high. If you go 5 high, it really, really looks huge. But anyways, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of this video so you can head over there and get some really nice lettering for your buildings if you want to go ahead and letter them. So as long as we can keep the lettering small and it doesn't look too tacky, label away. and I got another one coming up down there that we'll be doing later on, and it's going to have lettering on the side of it too. Again, just to help identify what it is. But on top of the dealership, again, I put all my AC units. Just again, from the last time we flew through here on the top of the KFC and some of the other buildings, storage buildings, that's what it was. I started putting in rooftop details. Pulled in my car hauler, and I squished it down a little bit. This was actually a little bit higher, I think 1 block higher. I moved it down because I actually haven't looked at this in a long, long time, and it was a little bit high, so I moved that down, and then I put my WRXs and my STIs on the car hauler. So pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, and then another parking lot on this side, overflow on that side, and we'll get to the service bay area here in just a minute, which turned out really, really awesome. Really proud of that part. But anyways, this is the main part of the dealership. This is the showroom, and put a couple cars up front. Of course, the WRXs, the STIs, and the Forester, and filled up the showroom a little bit. Did a little decorating around the outside with some bushes, some greenery, and I did use a little world edit for the fans, the ceiling fans, because obviously this cannot be done in vanilla. Putting carpet, unless you pull a string. I think you can pull a string, but anyways, I used World Edit. I actually did this in my 1.6.2 client before I moved this over and did all the 1.8 stuff to the World. So I don't have World Edit in 1.8, and I can't do this now. So, but it still works. But if I break it, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to take it into MC Edit and fix it. But anyways, that's the ceiling fans. And we go back this way, and this is a little refreshment area. I've got a little microwave, got some drink water, water drinklet. 2 offices here for selling the vehicles. One can be used, I guess, for financing. The other one can be used for the salesman going in here and ass raping you. Oh, on the floor, I used the Subaru emblem, and I got to looking at it, and it's jacked up. I was trying to make a star, and I ended up with an X. So I'll probably have to rip that out and actually make it more of a plus sign, maybe. I don't know. But I thought it'd be pretty neat to underlay that on the showroom floor. And then I put some restrooms over here. And again, never expect the bathrooms to wow you. Pretty standard stuff. It's a little bit bigger than some of the other ones that I've done. A little more room on the inside, and put a trash bucket here for garbage. And then the other one is exactly the same. So over here, there's the other bathroom again with the ice in the middle, and it looks like it's mirrored. So you make sure you put everything opposite of the other one, and it will look kind of mirrored. The only thing is you're not in the mirror. Another waiting area over here with a TV, some bookshelves, standard equipment over here, a little stand, and some more greenery. Upstairs is where they have the meetings. So I put like a conference training room up here off to the left with a TV and a big conference table. And then I put in a glass hand railing around the outside. I think that's pretty awesome. And then another meeting room over here, another little office. And I put tinted glass up in these windows, smoke them out a little bit, just for something different. And then the big boss's room is over here, and his overlooks the showroom floor. And of course his is a little more fancier. He's got some nice cabinets over here, put some carpet on top to kind of trim that out. Filing cabinet, a little more greenery. There's his laptop, pictures, standard stuff. Big screen TV, and can overlook the showroom floor. Again, in shaders, it's not quite that dark. But anyway, so that is the main part of the dealership. And again, think that turned out really, really good. I'm happy with it. Go out this way, and we'll go over to the sales, service, and parts. Parts and service is how I've got it labeled. And this, I spent a lot more time on than originally I had planned. The more I dug into it, the more detailed it got. So expect things, I hope, to wow you in this department over here. This just turned out absolutely terrific. So anyways, you walk over here, and you've got your parts and service counter, and then a nice hallway going this way and a nice hallway going that way. Some waiting benches here, and we've got a big waiting area down there, and we'll go look at that here in just a second. I told you not to be wowed by the bathrooms. I went a little wow in these. And I got these off of Matt and I did a contemporary modern bathroom redesign video, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. Kind of got inspired by that, watched that again, and picked up some of the ideas that we did off of that. Changed things around just a little bit. I didn't have quite the room in here that we had in the building that we were working in, but I think this turned out really, really good. So got a lot more stuff in the shitter. So we got 3 shitters now instead of the normal 1. But there's more people that work here, so we need bigger bathrooms. And then go down through here. We got a nice little shelf with some greenery. And then the men's restroom is on this side, obviously, using the mirror. And I'm sorry, my keyboard is rattling. My thing that holds the keyboard, and that's what you're hearing. So sorry about that. I don't know if I need to tighten that up or if I'm just not sitting in the right area. But anyways, there is the men's restroom, and I did change it a little bit. The pictures here on this side are different because obviously you won't be able to tell which ones are which because they don't reflect each other. So I did go ahead and switch those out just to make it look just a hair different. And I know it's not much. And I did use some different materials. I used granite, and I'm trying to think if I picked up anything else. No, that's on the next build. I picked up some other things. So I'm starting to incorporate some of the newer blocks into some of the newer builds. So anyways, another big waiting area over here for different parts, or if your car's getting serviced or whatever. I think this turned out really good. Switched out my beacons. I think that's modern HD. I think is where I borrowed that from. Put in some nice little seating area. TV, again, another refreshment area, microwave, coffee cup, whatever, coffee stuff in the bottom, whatever you want it to be. And then around here is the actual parts room. This turned out pretty decent. I couldn't think of too much more of what a parts place would look like, except a bunch of crates and just different blocks from Minecraft, I guess, for the vehicles. So I used crafting tables and ender chests and trap doors and cobblestone walls for the rack system, and then tried to light it up the best I could. Now I've got two different stairs going up. I've got one here, a ladder going up, and then I've got stairs going up here. Now I was gonna put right now there's nothing. Up here will probably eventually, if I get back to this, will be like a employee break room area, TVs, stuff like that. Probably another bathroom up here for them. But I didn't get back here. I forgot about it, and I moved down to the next build, and yeah, maybe I'll get back to it, hopefully. So anyways, let's go back out this way, and we're going to go down to the service department. And I've got some really nice detailed stuff down here. All right, so here we are in the body repair shop, and then the maintenance shop, of course, is on that side. So we'll go in through the body repair shop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn shaders off for this because it is a little dark in here, and I do want you guys to see the detail up in here really nice. So anyways, so we go in here, and this is the body shop, and we have a car ripped apart. So I thought that was a really neat idea to kind of lay things out. There's the tire. Put a cobblestone wall up in here. The anvil to represent the engine. Got some welding tanks over here. So helium, argon, carbon dioxide, and some oxygen. Some of the main things for MIG welding. Got a restroom here for the mechanics because they're going to be all greasy, oily, and nasty, and they don't need to be using the main restrooms. I got some cabinets over here for some tools, and same thing over here. Over on this side is the paint booth, so I put a paint booth in, and this is my paint booth. So you drive the car up in. Of course, it's got lots of lighting so that you can see. Everything's kind of masked off. I used the item frames for that, and we're going to say the car is either black and it's being painted white, or it's white and it's being painted black or gray, whatever. But I thought this was a really cool touch. Plus I had extra area and I needed to fill it up with something, and I was going to make a body shop separate from the main dealership and the maintenance area, but because I had a lot of extra room when I made this building, I thought it would be pretty awesome to put it inside and make it all together. I've got a compressed air over here where you hook up your paint gun, and there should be some kind of a drop curtain here so that everything stays enclosed, but of course I can't find anything to make a drop curtain out of, so it's open for now. Got a new design here for the garage doors. I think in my old ones I just left them open. I didn't put nothing in. Threw some cobblestone walls in there. I was like, those look pretty good, so I ran those up, and that's how I did my garage doors. All right, back over here. Let's go around the back for a minute so you can see some of the detailing I did on the back. Put some lamp posts in. This is like a delivery area, so delivery trucks for the parts and service, they can park here and then go in either door and then go back into the parts and service. I got a compressor out here, a big compressor for the compressed air on the inside for the paint booth, and just using a clock and an item frame, and then of course a lever and anvil, things that just kind of look motory. And then put some caution tape around it, or caution paint, and some cobblestone walls for collision barriers. And then again, got some more lamp posts out back to light things up. Got another big compressor for the shop air. Got a couple dumpsters and a little forklift. And it's pretty much like my big forklift, just little. So anyways, all right, back to the maintenance shop. We're going to go in here, and I tried to fill this up with just as much as I could possibly think of. So I've got a car lift right here. The first two bays actually have car lifts. I'll use half slabs right here so they can drive up onto it, and you'll see that in the next bay. So that's my car lift. They can walk underneath. So anyways, I threw some coal down on the ground there. I've seen it used in some other videos for oil stains, and so I picked it up and I used it here. So anyways, over here we've got the tire balance machine. So there's your tire, and it's got like the little hub thing around it so they can spin it up. comparator there, so that's where you turn it on and do all your settings. And then another, something here, just make it look like part of the machine. We've got a big air tank, and this is off the big compressor out back. We've got a tire mount machine, so that the tires go on this way, and you can mount them on the rims. Again, electronical stuff here for making it run. Got some washout bins, soak bins for parts. Throw some parts down in there and let them soak. Let's see, you got like a grease gun type thing, so like a grease barrel. And of course your tool chests. And each bay has its own compressed air. And we'll just imagine the compressed air lines run under the ground. No, I didn't put them in. I got some stacked tires here in the middle. And again, tried to vary the bays just a little bit, but use some of the same stuff like the tool chest, the compressed air, some tires. Again, this is another lift, and there's the ramp so it can drive up on top of the lift here. I got some spare tires sitting over here next to the machines, some tool chests. Let's see, these are the oil bays. So I've got some big things of oil, 5W30 and 5W30 synthetic. Some more tool chests, some cabinets, again, compressed air on each side. And then you can go down in here to change the oil so you can get underneath the car. And of course down here we're going to have some compressed air, some place to put the used oil, and maybe a grease gun, I guess, and some tool chests, and lots of oil stains. So that is the oil bay, oil changing bay. Same thing over here, except it just doesn't have a car in it, so they can do two at a time, obviously. And then this one here, I decided to make it drive-through. These last two bays I wanted drive-through bays to go to the outside if they were getting some body work done or whatever the hell. I needed more light. So anyways, got some more cabinets, tool chests, compressed air. The final bay is for engine work, or a dry bay is what I call it. There's no pit, there's no lift. Anything that doesn't go in the other bays obviously will come over here, or it's a runoff bay. He's doing some engine work here, so he's got the hood off, and he's pulling the engine out with this neat little engine lift thing that I've got. I was going to make an engine stand, but our blocks are just way too thick, and the cobblestone wall is already being used a lot in here, and I didn't want it to be too repetitive down here at the bottom, so I didn't use the cobblestone wall to make the little engine jack thing. And then finally a couple more cabinets, a little grease gun, and we have reached the end of the maintenance facility. I'm going to turn my back because the other build that will be coming up will be behind me, and that's what I'm working on. So I'm going to keep my back to it. So anyways, I got, again, overflow parking on the side, and that is the dealership. I think that turned out really, really awesome, and again, really proud of it. And I'm sure further down the line I will do some other dealerships, Chevy, Ford, may even get into more exotics once we get up further into the city, but I'm sure that's many, many months down the road. There's a lot of other buildings that I want to put in the city before we start repeating some of the buildings that are already here in different styles, except for gas stations. Definitely going to need some more gas stations. Probably going to be one here. It's probably going to be one here behind me. So yeah, definitely a lot of gas stations. But anyways, guys, that is the car dealership. I hope that gave you a lot of really, really cool ideas, good inspiration, and things that you can do with your world. And go ahead and give it a shot and see what you can come up with. So other than that, like always, I appreciate you watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and remember, if it looks like shit, tear it down, blow it up, or just build it better. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.